Hello everyone and welcome. So today I will be helping you with basic geometry at a pre-algebra level. So first we have to get down several formulas for finding the volume of several basic 3D shapes. So for this lesson we'll just be working on volumes. For the next one I'll get on to surface area. But for now we'll just be working on these three 3D shapes. So the sphere or a ball. Here, let me write this out. So the sphere, the cone, and the cube. Alright, so these three shapes have formulas that can give them their volume. So for the sphere, it's 4/3 times pi r to the power of 3. So r here would represent the radius, and that is given when finding the volume. For a cone, the formula for finding the volume of that would be 1/3 pi r squared. So that would be the formula for that. Times h. And then that would just be how you would find the formula for that. And then the next one, which is the cube, would just be the height times the width times the length. Or since all three of those are the same, it can also be represented as h to the power 3, w to the power 3, or l to the power 3. So those three don't really matter, but they will still get you the same answer. Alright, so let's first start with an example for a sphere. So let's just say r was given, well, the radius was given as 9. So we'll just say that was the radius for this, and let's just complete to the volume for it. So we have to plug in 9 into the r, which is 9 to the power 3, that's 27. So 27 times 4/3, this will change to 9, this will be crossed out. And then this will be 9 times 4, which is 36 pi. And that would be our final answer for that question. So let's move on to the cone. So the cone, we would have, let's say r equals, let's do 9, same as this one, with the h being 3. So let's just find the volume for the cone here. So we would first plug into r, so that's 81 times 1/3. That would equal 27 times pi times 3. So 3 times 27 equals 81. So that would be 81 pi. And that would be our final answer. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is the third one, which asks for the volume of a cube when the height equals 10. Alright, so for this one, it does not give the width or the length, but since it is a cube, we know that the width and the length are both the same as the height, which is 10. So that means the width is 10 and the length is also 10. So the formula here is height times width times length, or 10 times 10 times 10. That equals 1,000, which would also be the volume of the cube. Alright, so let's try one more for each of them, and then we'll just move on to the problem set. Alright, so let's just say that r equals in 81. Yeah, let's just do the 81. Well, actually, 81 does seem pretty big for this. So let's just do 2 instead. And then we'll just see how it goes. So for 2, we have to plug it into this. 2 to the power 3 equals 8. 8 times 4/3. So this would be 8 times 4, that's 32/3 times pi. So this would just be our final answer for this one. Alright, let's do the next one, which asks to find the volume of the cone, which is 1/3 pi r squared times h. So let's say the r equals 3 and the h equals 1. Alright, okay, so first we have the r equals 3. That's plugging that into the formula. That would be 3 squared. That's 9. 9 times 1 to the power 1/3 equals 3. So 3 times pi times 1/3. Actually, we already did that. Times 1. So that's just equal to 3 pi. So that would be our answer for there. So let's move on to the very last one. So I'll just have the width equal 7. So here we have the width equals 7, so that means that the height and the length would also equal 7. So we can just plug all those third values, which will have h equals 7 as well, and length equals 7. 7 times 7 times 7, that's 49 times 7. So that would just equal so that would just equal here. Let me see. 49 times 7. $343. So that would just be the answer there. Well, yeah. So that would be 343. So that would just be our answer for that one. All right. So let's now try some problems regarding these. All right. So let's do the first one, which asks to solve 4/3 times pi r to the power 3. So what is the formula for this? Well, So the formula of what for this is this. Let me just restate that. Okay, so this is the formula for the volume of the square, well, the sphere, the surface area for the sphere. So for this one, we would know, since we just did it, that it is a volume of a sphere. So this would be what we would have. So let's do the next one, which asks for the volume of the cone is, so we would have to find the formula for this, and then this is just pi r to the power 3 times h over 3. This one, then the next choice is pi r squared times h over 3. So we know from before that the second choice is correct, since we just did quite a few problems regarding that, but this will be the right answer. Alright, so let's do the third one. So this one asks for the volume of a sphere when radius equals 9. So we know from before that the radius of a sphere, the volume of a sphere is 4/3 times pi times r to the power 3. Right here we're given the radius is 9, so we would just plug that into here. That's 27. No, that's 729 times pi times 4/3. Or we can simplify this here. So this would just be here. Let me see. So 720 divided by 3, that would just be, let me see. So 720 divided by 3, so that's just, here, let me solve it out. 720 divided by 3. Okay, so that's 240. So 240. Oh wait, it's 729. Sorry. And then we have to have an extra 3 at the end. Yeah. So that's 243 times 4. 243 times 4. That's 12. That's 12. This is 1. So then this would be 3 times 4, that's 16, 17, 4 times 2, that equals 8, so 972, 972 pi, so that would be our final answer for that one, well, for the third one, so 972. Alright, so let's do the next one, the fourth one. So that one asks, what is the volume of a cone when r equals 3 and h equals 2? So the volume of a cone here is pi times r squared times h equals over 3, or of course h times 1/3. But we'll just do it like this now. Okay, so when r equals 3, which is the radius, that would just be 3 squared, which is 9. So 9 pi times h equals 2. So 2/3 times 9 pi. We can also do this. 3, 1, 6 pi is our final answer here. Alright, let's do the next one, which asks, what is the volume of a cube when h equals 2? So when h equals 2, we would have the width and the length as 2 as well. So we would have 2 times 2 times 2, which would just equal 2 squared, well, 2 cubed, which equals 8. So that would be your final answer. Alright, so let's do the last one, which is what is the formula of a cube? Well, since we did this before, we should know that a cube's formula for cubed volume, that would be height times width times length. And then that would end our lesson for today. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to post those down in your comment section. Thank you.